Birdfeed! Hey everyone, Devin and Timothy here. Birdfeed, we are going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 movie review. I saw it the weekend it came out, and Timothy, you saw it last week, you said?
Last weekend? No, the weekend before.
The weekend before. So, we're going to give our thoughts on it, what we liked, didn't like for the most part. Timothy always has good perspectives. He's a pretty, very honest movie viewer. I liked it a lot. I honestly still say the first one was just a bit better, but overall it was a great Marvel movie. It gave us quite a bit to look into and to look forward to. I can kind of dive into the timeline a little bit if people are still kind of confused on that, where it takes place. What did you think of it?
As the overall movie was pretty good. I'm probably in the same boat with you. I kind of like the first one a little more. For me, it was, if I compare the first one to the second one, it was a little more, to me, it was more action in the first one, and I liked the actual story of it. To me, this one was more comedic relief. It's all about the laughter. I mean, there's some life lessons, I believe, that were in there as well. But it was just like, I didn't see what was the purpose of this particular story for the Guardians. To me, I just couldn't get, I'm just waiting for something to happen. Either it was toward the Avengers or Thanos, and it was like, to me, it was all over the place, but then it just centered to one thing. And to me, it had nothing to do with what's leading up towards the next following movies.
Okay. And that's now, I'll just dive into the timeline real fast. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 takes 4 months after the first one. So it's technically still 2014, that time.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's where that movie takes place, because we obviously get baby Groot. So Groot hasn't been a baby for years. He's only been a baby for like 3 months.
Okay.
So yeah, he's still growing. And I agree, like, this one had a lot more comedy. I think it was probably a little bit funnier than the first one. But then again, to me, that kind of like took away a little bit why I liked the first one a lot more, because there was a little more action, a little more serious tones. This one had serious tones too, but I think like the comic relief and stuff kind of took away a little bit. They relied a lot on the adorable Groot, adorable baby Groot.
Start of the movie is all, so not necessarily all about him, but it's right there. Let's push him. Let's get him to be that guy.
Definitely, it was a pitch like, here's baby Groot, and this is baby Groot being oblivious to everything, obviously.
Which to me, I thought that he was only going to be just little, like for maybe like halfway through the movie, if that. I expected him to, or at least be how we saw him at the end, where he was already a freaking teenager.
Right,
or something,
yeah,
so.
The teenage Groot at one of the end credits there. Yeah, I mean,
spoilers.
Sorry, spoilers. Sorry for everyone watching who hasn't seen it yet. But yeah, so I mean, it takes place four months afterwards, and obviously kind of leads up. It doesn't actually lead you how they're going to end up with the Avengers in next year's Avengers Infinity Wars. So I'm still on the books on how they actually end up on Earth. Obviously, it's a Thanos connection. Nebula kind of talks quite a bit about going after Thanos with between her and Gamora and whatnot. Obviously, Nebula is the blue bald girl who was a villain in the first film. She's kind of like iffy in between in this movie.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah, she really doesn't have a full side.
I thought it was so fucked up after her sister saved. What's the sister's name?
Gamora.
Gamora saves her, and then she still tries like, I just saved your life.
Yeah, she was trying to kill her.
You didn't save me when we were little.
This movie though, from all the promotions and everything, there are a couple twists in there that when you see the previews and trailers and stuff, you kind of like, oh, that's not what the trailers lead you to believe.
Yeah.
Like the villain's different. I'll try not to get into too much spoilers than what you expect. There's a couple very dramatic events at the end. It's fairly sad. There's 5 end credit scenes, so say through the credits.
I was disappointed with those, and I sat there and I watched all of them.
I don't blame you. I think they could have done with like maybe 2.
Yeah.
2 of them. There was one that leads to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. Are you talking about when they like the birth of something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which they hinted it at the first one. This one it brings into full force, and James Gunn has already said more than likely that guy's got to be the villain of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is weird because he's kind of like a superhero. So it's going to be
what Volume 3? I'm assuming it will be what after the Infinity War.
Yeah. So from what I heard, it's gonna be
after the
Infinity
Part
War.
1 or Part 2.
Well, you gotta think. Avenger Infinity Wars supposedly is just Avenger Infinity Wars, and the Part 2 is actually a different title.
Okay.
So we don't know. Marvel's still up in the air and haven't given us much on it, which I'm kind of glad because they don't have to give us everything all right now. Like, let's get past Spider-Man and Thor, and that's before we get to Avengers and Infinity War.
Refresh me. So you said because you said this takes 4 months after the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Where are we at in regards to everyone else then, with like the Avengers and stuff?
So for them, that means Civil War hasn't happened.
Okay.
Let's see. Age of Ultron was 2015, so probably right before Age of Ultron.
Okay. Ant-Man not yet either then, right?
Yeah, probably around. Ant-Man was after Age of Ultron.
Okay.
So yeah, so at least those haven't happened yet. People keep telling me like, oh, Doctor Strange took place, before Age of Ultron or Civil War, and I have to tell them no, because in the very beginning, when he's on the phone before he has his car accident, they mention, can you take care of a guy that got hurt in a mechanical suit? That was James Rhodes when he fell from the sky. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I had to quickly.
It's clear as day, right there.
Those down. Don't talk to me about Marvel, like. I know.
Devin's baby.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, overall, like, I'm trying not to like give out too much spoilers.
It's a really good movie to watch. Family oriented as well.
Very family oriented. I took my 7 and 5-year-old, and they enjoyed it the whole way through. They laughed at it. They thought it was funny. There was a lot of funny parts where kids laugh at. There's adult humor too. Mm-hmm. What'd you think of one of the newer characters, Mantis? What'd you think about her?
For me, I was a little lost. I expected more. I thought initially maybe she was gonna be just like a villain. No, not Mantis. You talking about?
Yeah, Mantis.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. She wasn't.
She wasn't needed at all.
Honestly, to me,
I thought they was pushing her with Drax.
Yeah,
I thought they were kind of pushing them to be this.
My issue with Drax in this film is he's not that brutal killer like he was.
What we saw from the first
one. He's more of a comic relief in this one.
And it almost seemed like it was, if you take outside of Quill and his dad, it was just him.
Yeah,
that's all it was about. It was just them.
A lot of Drax moments in which. I could have done without. I could have dealt with the Drax moments, but if it was how he was in the first one,
I wanted some kind of like somebody giving me the action. I actually like Rocket in this movie.
Rocket was really good in this one.
He was more just joking, ha ha he, in the other one, but he actually had some serious moments, especially his little fight when they came to take the ship.
Yeah,
I love that scene with
the full Rocket scene of him taking out basically a full army, like
a fleet just by himself.
Yeah, Rocket kicks ass in this film. It's there's definitely a like a quarrel between the members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like they not necessarily are getting along well.
That team aspect.
Yeah, especially between Rocket and Peter Quill. They, kind of go at each other quite a bit and
kind of figure out like who really. I mean, Quill is considered the leader, but Rocky's like, I don't have to listen to you. I can do this all by myself.
Yeah, he's like, I can do this on my own. Like, I don't need you guys.
Some of those fucking batteries.
Yeah, stealing batteries.
Get a couple double AAs.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of interesting. Did you catch a lot of the cameos from like different actors and stuff?
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone was the obvious one. He had a little part.
Oh, what's that one guy? Near the end.
Lex Luthor from Smallville was the ice guy, blue ice guy.
Was he?
Yeah.
I missed that one completely then.
Yeah,
maybe because of his makeup.
Miley Cyrus has a cameo in it. You don't see her, but she voices a character at the very end, one of the end credit scenes.
Okay.
Did you understand the end credit scene with Sylvester Stallone?
No.
They're the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Even
Yondu, yeah.
Wow. That's...
Yep. They're the original Guardians of the Galaxy. The one that we have now is basically like the team after like 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is there? I'm assuming there's not like a little retro movie or anything. Is there?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay, that's cool to know.
Yeah,
salute to them. Kind of how they did like with the Power Rangers at the end of their movie.
Right.
Okay,
So.
that kind of makes sense.
But yeah, I liked it a lot. If it's still in theaters, I recommend kind of seeing it in theaters. I mean, there's a lot of good music to it too.
It fit the movie well.
I loved the joke at the end when he got the new MP3 player. I owned one of those.
I mentioned that to somebody, and I think they heard me in the theater.
Mild spoiler: he gets a Zune at the end because his cassette tape breaks again. So they hand him a Zune, and he's like, it has 30,000 songs. He's like, whoa!
His mom,
and I die laughing because I own Zune. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I got my Zune. I was like, fuck Apple, I got a Zune, and then my Zune like broke within like 8 months, and Microsoft wouldn't replace it. I'm like, fuck, I have to buy an iPod again.
It's a good movie overall. Don't go into it like some of the last Marvel movies where it's just action packed. It's a little slower than that, but
yeah,
it's worth a watch.
It is definitely worth a watch, and you don't necessarily have to see. You don't really have to see the first Guardians of the Galaxy to understand this one, and you don't have to see all the Marvel movies to understand this. That's why I like the Guardians films so far, is because there's a lot of casual moviegoers, and they can see this film without knowing the whole Marvel universe. Because if I remember correctly, this is number 15 in Marvel Universe. Like, yeah, are you going to spend, 3 days watching 14 movies before seeing this in the theaters? Probably not. I will, but probably not them.
As of the past 2 years, I say, of Marvel movies, where are you putting this one at?
Probably not high up there.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you guys know me. I have Winter Soldier top.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to beat Winter Soldier. I literally can watch that movie all day.
For me, out of all the Marvel movies, I don't like Thor. I just don't like his series. It's just boring to me. So I'm gonna say that Guardians is definitely better than that. I would say if I had to pick between, because this is on the level of Ant-Man, I would say Guardians 1, Ant-Man, and then I can throw this one. No, matter of fact, I like Doctor Strange a little more than this one.
Okay.
Just a little more.
Okay. I like this a little more than Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange a lot, but I like this a little more than. I'll say Guardians 1, 2, Ant-Man, if we were going to go off like the non-full Marvel universe. Some of the side movies they got going on. So, anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think that's it. We got it for the most part.
Alright, well this is Devin and Timothy with a movie review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanks for watching Birdfeed.
Birdfeed.
Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Birdfeed PC. All our pages on SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube are all Birdfeed PC, all lowercase, all one word.